the Sabine Brewery RAR Chassis Special. This driver had a great qualifying run in number 69. It is the Flying Hippie, Pete Kerr out of Bristol. Number 3 on the inside, driving the number 13 Mr. Rooter truck. A qualifying heat win earlier. It is the technician from Brantford, Connecticut, Ed Pulio. To his outside, driving truck number 97 from Baldwin, New York. It's Dangerous Dave Koning, a former champion at the Riverhead Raceway. Next row to the inside, driving the number 29, the Zip Steiner CDL Special. Number 29, Josh Stringer. Stringer out of Killingly, Connecticut, in a Mr. Rooter number 29 Chevrolet. To the inside of row number 5, it's truck number 81. What a ride for him in the first qualifier. Tyler Chapman, a Mystic, Connecticut driver in the American Truck and Lawn Depot, number 81. To the outside, the number 5 truck, it's Daddy D. As we get ready to go, the number 78 also in the field. That is Cassie Coates coming in from Ledgerd in the treats, pools, and spas. Number 78 also in that number 5 truck. Here we go. As we go green flag racing, that's Frank Dubicic Sr. in that number 5. Good start for the 88 team as he heads down the backstretch with the lead. The 151 Portwell right going at it with a 69 Pete Kerr. Flying Hippie to the outside. He's got second spot. 151 still there. It's side-by-side racing as the 151 Roulette and the 69 of Kerr get into each other. Pete Kerr still stuck in that outside lane. Burt Roulette to the inside. A good battle there. The 13 goes way up high, almost puts that truck into the wall.
And trying to make a move is Frank Dubicic Jr. as he is able to fireball his way underneath the 5 of Dad. So we have father and son going at it for 4 and 4.
It's a runaway lead, and we got trouble going into turn number 1. The 13 and the 78, also the 81 getting involved. So Pulio, Cassie Coates, and the 81 of Tyler Chapman.
And there is Burt Willett in second. And there was some physical play between Burt Willett and Pete Kerr.
Yeah.
As those guys were trading forearm shivers to each other. So it's getting near the end of the season, and these truck drivers would really like to end the year with a couple of victories.
Our next race is scheduled at Lee USA Speedway in a couple of weeks for their Oktoberfest. Then we end things at Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park. Here we go, restart time. A couple laps down, green flags out, side by side. Much better start for Burt Willett that time.
And let's see if he can keep up with Turbush. It looks like he is. It looks like he's doing better than keeping up. He is determined to take over the lead.
Burt Willett's got the Ford fired up. He goes to the lead, and with the 88 running second.
And in third, Frank Dubicic with a half a truck length advantage over Kerr. And Frank Dubicic Sr. is rounding out the top 5.
Yeah, Daddy D doing a good job there. Number 13 takes the railroad trying to get around Josh Stringer. Up front, it's a colossal battle.
Turbush has the lead all over him like six-pack abs on a weightlifter. Here's the number 151 of Burt Willett as they head into the second quarter.
Now you got the 42 and the 151 going after second. How about Pete Kerr running really good today in the number 69 truck?
One of the best runs in his career. And he is looking for elbow room against Frank Dubicic Jr. in truck number 42. And there is a pretty good battle deeper in the field as Ed Pulio tries to come back to life against Tyler Chapman.
I'll tell you, there's been some pretty intense battles between Koning, Chapman, and Pulio. Pulio knows he's got to start getting to the front, otherwise these guys got to pull away.
Speaking of pulling away, that is what Roger Turbush is doing as he is leading by about the length of an 18-wheeler over Burt Willett. And Frank Dubicic is still in the hunt in third place.
Yeah, Dubicic in that number 42 car, certainly 42 truck, certainly wants to get around the 151 and set his sights on the 88.
And Frank Sr. leading the next group of cars with Koenig behind him in the 97. And we'll see if Pulio can do something as he is looking for a little space underneath the 97.
Yeah, Pulio knows he's got a quick truck there, but he just needs to get through some of this traffic. Oh, sideways, and into the wall goes the 97. And now pulls down in front of the 29 of Stringer, and both those trucks spin into the infield.
And Stringer did a good job to minimize the damage because the 97 was right in front of him like a roadblock. And there was contact, but not as much as you could expect.
And good thing they're pickup trucks, because they can get out of that grass area there and back out onto the speedway. No caution flag. Give it up for the drivers to keep going.
And the lead increases for Turbush in the 88. Best battle for third and fourth. That's where Dubicic Jr. and Pete Kerr are hanging out.
Yeah, Pete Kerr doing a good job job in that 69. He'd love to see a podium run tonight in that ride. He has been searching all season long for a good run. Oh, the 151 almost spins out. We got trouble.
Tire does spin out.
Yeah, we got trouble. Something in turn number 4 looks slippery and slidey.
And I think Kerr discovered it. It almost looked like he needed a Zamboni machine and not a truck.
Boy, a heartbreaker for Pete. If
I was going to change his nickname a little. Instead of the flying him.
Turns later, the car went sayonara on him. So he is on the sideline. And we will be ready for a double file restart. And so far, Roger Turbush has been flying high. And we'll see if somebody has an answer for that number 88 car. Burt Willett, on the last series of green flag laps, stayed with him for a while. But as the laps ticked off, Turbush was able to grow his lead.
Yeah, Burt's definitely looking for his second win of the season. Of course, a two-time winner this year so far, the 42. He took a win up in the Star Speedway, also Thompson Motorsports Park. That's Frank Dumachich Jr., and he's always quick. Kerr right there in the 4th position, and some damage on the 81 I'm noticing. Tyler Chapman's got some quarter panel damage on the American Truck and Lawn Depot number 81 machine.
And we would also like to thank tonight so many people to thank who had such a great part in our opening ceremony. Kevin Payne, as he was a guy who was in the passenger seat, as Steve Barrett made a few laps around the Speed Bowl, the Iraq and Kuwait veteran, and an active member of the National Guard. So Kevin Payne, we pat you on the back and thank you for what you have done for us.
Restart time, this time out of turn number 4. Another good start for the 88 truck. Turbush, he drifts up high, puts the block on the 151.
And look at Frank Dumachich Jr. as he has an alley underneath Willett. Let's see if he can take advantage of it as they steamroll into the 3rd quarter, and Dumachich is on the move.
Boy, Frankie Jr.'s got the 42 rocking to the inside of the 151. Burt Willett still quick to the outside.
And the back end almost came around on Burt, but he is able to maneuver his way into 2nd.
Down the backstretch, Burt Willett's got the advantage. Boy, those trucks are tooth and nail, door handle to door handle.
Tyler Chapman has joined the fun in truck number 81. The hometown kid trying to go underneath Frank Dumachich Jr.
Chapman with a great run, and then right behind him is the 69 of Kerr. Then you got the 13 of Ed Pulio.
Remember a few laps ago, Tyler Chapman looked like roadkill, and now he is in 4th, one notch ahead of Pete Kerr. Behind them is the 13 of Ed Pulio, but the man in the spotlight, Roger Turbush, and he is starting to lengthen his lead again.
Yeah, it's about a 3 truck length advantage over Burt Willett. Willett doing a great job in the 151, trying to hold off the advances of the 42.
Burt is a little guy, but he has a big, heavy right foot, and he is using it to try to corral the 88 of Roger Turbush, and he has to be careful. Oh, his truck spins in turn 1. I think it's Stringer that went around.
Yeah, Josh Stringer, 2nd spin in turn number 1, keeps that truck fired up. Let's see if he can get back out onto the speedway. He's doing some donuts. I think he can do it. Let's see.
Looks like he's in a maze.
Stringer gets it righted, and he's heading back out onto the track.
Boy, he made some left turns, some right turns, but he will finally extricate himself from the weeds. And it is Roger Turbush with a big lead over the 151 of Willett. Things are heating up for 3rd between Dumachich and Chapman.
Yeah, Chapman looking good in that number 81. Then you got the 13 has caught the back of that race as well. So Pulio's in this thing still.
And we knew Pulio wouldn't give up, and right now he is trying to capture the back bumper of that number 69 car. Chapman made a move, and Dumachich vetoed it.
Man, Chapman's got some horsepower in that 81 machine. He's trying to get to the inside of Frankie Jr. Great battle there for 3rd.
As he is trying to nudge his way underneath the 42, and Chapman whiplashing his way close to 3rd.
Tyler Chapman on the run, goes to the inside of Dumachich. Behind that, Pete Kerr, and it looks like Pulio going at it.
So here is the kid from Waterford who says he can hear the cars from his house. He moves into 3rd.
So Tyler Chapman up to 3rd, but Dumachich is still right there as those 2 trucks race. The 151 of Burt Willett's running away with 2nd.
And Kerr and Pulio are having a great battle behind him. But right now Chapman is in the top 3, but there is a long way to go before he can get to within striking distance of Burt Willett.
5 laps to go in this one with the 81 and the 42. They're going at it big time for that 3rd spot. That's a podium run for Tyler Chapman. I'll tell you what, he is going to be happy if he can hold on to it.
Remember the first time he ever came to the bowl, he wrecked on the first lap, and it cost him his season. Right now, he is leading by the length of a $5 footlong over Frank Dubicic Jr. Let's see what Dubicic can do. A little Woody Woodpecker action in the tailgate of the number 81, but he can't get enough room to get by. Now he is attacked on the outside by Ed Pulio. What an extravaganza for third. Trouble for Chapman. And Pulio has moved into the podium. Ed Pulio, he was in the shadows, and he has rabble-roused his way into the top three. Out in front, Roger Turbush. He has a comfortable lead, and now Pulio is pulling away from the trifecta of Dubicic, of Chapman, and of Kerr. The white flag will be out, and this could be coronation time for Roger Turbush, as he is leading by about the length of the Green Monster over Burt Willett. As they come out of turn number 3 for the final time, Stringer is in his path, but it's not an obstacle. Roger Turbush will win it. Turbush flourishes. Willett in second, and what an effort by Ed Pulio to get into third. He was at 6 just a couple of laps ago. Then the 42 of Frank Dubicic Jr. is fourth. Then Frank